And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Danganronpa, Happy Havoc. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. It's like a video game, it's like a commentary where we last left off. We are investigating the murder of Miss Ogami-san. Miss Sakura, if you will. So let's go ahead and do some more investigation. Alright, so let's look at this. What is this? This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Ah, that's...
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help calm her down a little.
So you gave the candy to Sakura?
I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I
really like them. Okay, so she's tasted the candy herself, huh? Okay, I see.
I really like them.
It should be pretty obvious where my mind was going at that, eh?
Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
You really like them that much?
But I want Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor.
Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so truth bullets. Empty protein drink. An empty protein drink was found near the rec room door. The container had a label reading Chem A2. The shards of glass from the window that was broken to get into the room were found both around and underneath the container. Oi's account? Sakura had written notes to Tokopyakya and Yasuhiro, asking them to meet her in the rec room by noon. She had slid these notes. Okay, wait, no. Polka dot candy wrapper. At one point, Oi had been injured and taken to the nurse's office. After she was taken care of, she gave a piece of candy to Sakura, which had this type of wrapper. According to Oi, she had monopolized this candy as soon as it had become available, so obtaining a piece would have been difficult to impossible. Okay. I understand. Alright, let's look at this. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figurine. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a chess piece. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, let's look at these truth bullets. Glass shards on the floor. There are pieces of red glass scattered near the table in the rec room. After finding the top and bottom piece, it was concluded that the shards must have come from a bottle. Figure on the floor. A Monokuma figure was found laying on the rec room floor. It would fit roughly in the palm of your hand. Roughly in the palm of your hand. Okay. So in other words, that figure couldn't have been the murder thing, right? Unless there's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. She threw up, remember? Why is it so far away from where she died? How do you know that the seat is where she died? I mean, that seat is where she died, but, like, But then again, how do you know that is where she died? She could have been moved. Magazine shelf bloodstain has been added to the truth bullet section of her handbook. I'm still keeping the whole suicide option as a dark horse candidate. Okay, let's see what we got here. What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by them? But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Becca said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Byakuya's account has been added to the truth bullet section of her handbook. So, again, let's check the truth bullet section. Where is it? Byakuya confirmed that he received Sakura's note, but also claimed that he never went to see her. In fact, had not seen her at all that day. Alright, now, let's go ahead and check everything else. Let's check this. This is open. Huh? The locker's open, and there on the side. It's a handprint. What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all dust. It looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group. I don't think that's possible. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not? Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point. So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Plus, there aren't very many people here. Like, without Sakura, we have Togami, Hagakure, Genocide Jill / Fukawa, us, Asahina, and Kirigiri. And us, Asahina, and Kirigiri were already out of the room when this happened, so it could not have been us. And the other three, I mean, it's a possibility that they all... No, that's not possible. Because there's just too few people for that to happen. Like, that only happens in large groups, and I think that's something that can only work in large groups when you don't know who the other people are, I think. I mean, they were only focused on the body, that is true, but again, like, I don't know, I just feel like that wouldn't have been... Even if the door was open, even if the door wasn't open, I don't feel like that would have been a possibility. I mean, if the door wasn't open, that wouldn't... Okay, anyway. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint has been added to the truth bullet section of a handbook. Alright. Let's look at truth bullets. What's it? Locker room handprint. A fresh handprint was found inside the rec room's open lockers. Since the locker was open before they opened the locked room, there's no way someone was hiding in there before they arrived. Curiosity, though. When I saved, did I save over... Okay, I saved over slot 3. Okay, just making sure. Alright, anything else? We might as well check this. That's a bottle. Those are the bottles. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And there's a figure inside of each. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottle? That's not what you should be wondering. Okay, priorities. Priorities, right? It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle opening is smaller than the boat plays inside. You never seen that? Oh, yeah. Maybe I have? So this is the Monokuma version of that. Monokuma bottle, if you will. Monokuma bottle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was a weapon. Okay, truth bullets, Monokuma bottles. There are a number of red bottles on a shelf in the rec room. Inside each bottle is a Monokuma figure. Okay, I understand. Let's see here. Anything else? There's this. But this is going to be nothing, I think. Yeah, that's nothing. Alrighty then. There's a clock. I doubt there's going to be any evidence here. Nope. And there's this chair. Let's look at the chair. The chair is shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Alright, so you're not going to have that to your truth bullet section? Alright. Just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Because, like, there is that one time during Case 3 investigation, where, like, I was like, oh, I checked everything, right? The door was the only way in and out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock. There's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change of the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt that the reason the door didn't open is simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening, and there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from inside, not from the outside. Okay, so let's look at the truth bullet. Rec room door. A chair had been jammed against the door within the rec room, blocking access to the outside. It is believed that the killer did this to create a locked room scenario. And if we look at the transcript again, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything important, having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door was simply because this kept the doorknob from turning the door from opening. And there's no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Return to the main menu, no thank you. Let's go ahead and save. Alright, now, just to make sure. Okay, yep, that's everything. Let's go ahead and leave. Okay, yeah, I get that. Leave! Let me leave! What do you mean?! Maybe we need to talk to somebody again. Alright. Because we checked everything. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. Okay, nope.
Byaka Togonhiro, it had to have been one of them!
The fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked him to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Okay! Now let me leave!
What do you mean?!
Let me guess. I didn't actually examine the body. Is that what you're telling me right now? Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood in her lips for sure. Yep. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body had been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? No. Not a chance. Byakya! However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting? Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part. Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. I was gonna go anyway, but whatever. She decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's fine, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with the other two people. I need to hear what they have to say. I can't believe I missed the frickin'... I knew it! Okay, let's see. Status of Sakura's body. Sakura was found dead seated in a chair, slumping forward. Traces of blood were found around her mouth, presumably from when she vomited blood. However, there was no injury or indication as to why she would have vomited blood. So that had to have been, poison. The body was discovered in the rec room. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. So, one possibility is that, Asahina poisoned the candy. That is one possibility. Leave the area, yes, please. But those other two probably went back to their rooms. They're just gonna teleport us? Oh, they just teleported us back. That's cool. But I just don't think she'd be the one to kill. But then, well, they do say that what is it? You know, strong feelings of any kind. Strong positive feelings can just as easily turn into strong negative feelings, and it's the strongest of friendships that can turn into the bitterest of rivalries, or what's the term? Enemyship. There's not a term for that, is there? Let's see. Fukawa was over here. Here you are. I press the doorbell, and after a few seconds, oh, she's normal Fukawa.
Huh? Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around. Jill isn't around anymore.
Don't ever say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood. Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time? Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall. Slithered. I love that. I love that word choice there.
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something.
All right. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him.
What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I?
I'm such a little kid.
I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it?
I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room.
With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of her handbook. Let's see. Truth Bullets. Here we are. Toko confirmed that she received Sakura's note, but also claimed that she never went to see her. Okay. Now let's go talk to Amakure, who is also going to claim that he did not see her. I suspect. I press the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something?
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
How'd you know about that? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too.
What? When did Sakura tell you that?
Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course.
But didn't she write you a note?
Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others like in passing.
No. We go to Truth Bullets and go to Asahina's account. Let's see. She had slid these notes underneath each person's room door. You are full of crock right now, buddy. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
No way, I didn't. I totally did it. Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, definitely suspicious.
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office. I haven't seen her since then.
While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you?
Oh, do I still have it? Let's see.
Hito was feeling around in his pockets.
Oh, sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore.
With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hito's pocket. Huh? Quick as the wind, Hito snatched it back up again, and shoved it back into his pocket.
Sorry, that's a bit of trash I forgot to throw out!
Oh, I think I know what's going on here. Trash!
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went! So, well, if you'll excuse me...
Before waiting for a reply, Hito quickly slipped back into his room. Hito said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Power contrast has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor in the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So, where should I start? Okay, so, he has the candy too. I'll elaborate that in the next episode. I'll see you guys in the next episode.